So I was able to be dramatic for all of like 6 seconds. First off, I apologize for scaring you if the title was at all jarring. This is an experiment. So I'm gonna cover the why am I leaving YouTube for a bit, for how long is a bit, and what I hope to get out of this experiment. The why is that I have a couple deadlines coming up that cannot be understated in the why, but the main reason or the main inspiration behind this was that I get so many questions asking me how much does YouTube take away from the writing, and I often feel like I say, it doesn't really. That's kind of the answer I gave when I was talking about the unpopular opinions with the other tube section. So many of those submitted were like, I think people would get a lot more writing done if they weren't on YouTube, or if they weren't doing YouTube stuff, or they'd be faster at achieving their goals, or YouTube's good for marketing if you think that way, but not for actual writing, or YouTube doesn't make you better at writing, or all these other things, right? That was a huge chunk of the submissions that I received. And I think I've always said that filming takes basically no time, because when I'm vlogging, I'm just kind of doing whatever I would normally be doing, but just with a camera. But editing does take some time. Editing takes several hours per video, depending on what the video is. Sometimes longer, sometimes shorter, sometimes 10 hours if I have poorly prepared. But so does posting, so does making thumbnails, so does, you know, responding to comments, which is something that I love. You know, I love making videos, but this is just kind of, it got me all curious about things. And again, deadlines. I just wanted to see if I took all of January off, what would happen? So you're gonna see this video in January, but I'm filming it in December. Actually, I'm filming it on Friday, December 24th. And hopefully I'll have a pinned comment that you can chat with down below, but I won't be checking the comments this time until I return back on January 31st or February 1st with the results of this experiment. I have so many goals that I want to achieve in different projects, and I'm curious to see how much doing YouTube stuff is holding me back from that, or honestly sometimes how much talking about my projects is holding me back from writing them more. Is it one of those things where when you tell people your goals, you're less likely to do them, or conversely, does it make me more likely to do them? Does it make me more likely to stick to them? You know, these are the questions that I would like to finally answer once and for all. So I will still have videos that are going up in January that I have pre-filmed, which I guess sort of leads me to the what I hope to get from this experiment, besides an answer to all of those questions that I have and that y'all have asked. But I'm kind of hoping to see if I don't come up with a better sort of work routine when it comes to YouTube. If it's possible for me to pre-film videos in a week that will go up for the entire month, then could I potentially do my YouTube work in a week and then just kind of let the rest of the weeks be specifically writing focused? Another thing that's kind of been bothering me, ruminating in my mind, is that the way I've been kind of chronicling my journey on YouTube has been kind of haphazard. I've had a lot of videos going on at once, and so I think it's really hard for people to follow my journey at any one step, which is something that I like to do. So I'm kind of curious if I sort of focused in on the writing for a bit. Maybe if I filmed just for a week, getting something done in the story each day, would that not be more interesting to people potentially than these random one-off experiments that have me doing like one chapter at a time over here and then over here, but actually that was before, but I didn't post it until over here when I chatted about this thing that actually happened before that. You get my point. I do think I will be doing live streams on YouTube in January, and you can absolutely find me on writing live streams on Twitch, so if you still want to hang out, my goal is just to do things that would be getting me words. And live streams do get me words. I get that bit of interaction that I have been hoping for and looking for, but I still get some words done. So that's kind of where I'm calling it personally within January. I haven't necessarily set up parameters for if I will still film stuff in January. I think for me, oftentimes filming just kind of strikes a like, oh, I just want to make sure I'm chronicling this for myself in the future, or sometimes talking it out can really help me. But maybe that's something that, you know, January needs to not have. Maybe I'll get more epiphanies if I'm not constantly talking it out. You know, so I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do other than all of the hours that are often spent editing and posting videos will not be there. And in theory, if I successfully use it like all those people on the Unpopular Opinion said and channel it solely into writing, I should get more writing done, right? So, cheers to this experiment. I'm excited to see what the results would be, but if you do want to comment down below, I will take your comments at the end of the month when I do my kind of wrap up covering all of the things that I discovered. Let me know if you think this will make me more productive writing-wise. Let me know if you make videos, if you've thought about kind of channeling all your energy into writing. I know people kind of have an ebb and flow relationship with YouTube as far as the other tubers that I've talked to goes. But let me know if that's also true for you with other hobbies or other interests. If sometimes you debate, like, what if I put all of my efforts into just one for this year versus doing all of them? But sometimes I think we need that time to indulge in all of our different hobbies. So anyways, I've been discussing with a friend who often has 4 or 5 hobbies that he juggles. He zeroes in on for like months at a time, but then moves on and goes on to this other one. And I think he's often felt that he would get a lot more done if he could just focus in on one for much longer. But yeah, well, thank you guys for joining me this long. 5-year AuthorTube anniversary, my god. Sometimes I don't count that it's been a full 5 years, maybe more like 4.5 that I've been posting regularly. But cheers to posting regularly, but not working on YouTube regularly. Let's see what I discover. Okay. Dramatic exit, bye! And please allow me my dramatics because the rest of this video will not be dramatic at all. Oh no, oh no. But will but I would normally doing, or will I have video